the channel, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I'm live, further messages, other readings, and lots more. Feel free to leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates. If you're watching this after the live stream, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. All right, Pisces, we're going to take a look into the overall energy for you today. Check out what's there, check out what's in store, followed by forward movement, okay? Remember, time is fluid in tarot, so this message could have already resonated. It could be resonating at this time, or it could resonate sooner than you think. Please take what hits your spirit and leave the rest, okay? All right. Let's see, Pisces. What do we need to know for your greatest and highest good? What messages do we have, Spirit, for Pisces for their greatest and highest good? How's everybody doing? Hey, Bianca. Hey, Mona. Teresa. Good to see all of you. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's getting ready for a wonderful week, because guess what? It's already a great day. This is a good day. This is going to be a great reading. Great reading. Let's see what we got here. My Pisces. Hey. I'm here. Y'all know what I just heard. Hey, was that Kim? Good to see you. I know that's right. Go Browns. I just literally heard, hey. Y'all remember Fat Albert? I don't know, I just heard that. Like, I used to love watching Fat Albert, y'all. That gives you a little insight on my age a little bit. Just a little bit. I used to love Fat Albert, y'all. I had the VHS tapes, and I can remember on the weekends watching that over and over again. I love that cartoon. Nah, we're gonna have us a time. Hey, nah, we're gonna have a good time. I love that cartoon. Teresa watched it. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. No, what made me think of that? Maybe somebody has a Fat Albert collection. I wish I still had my VHS. You know, VHS is becoming a thing again now. But I'm sure somewhere somebody has it. All right, y'all. Let's see what we got here. And I'm actually seeing... Y'all remember Fat Albert, that red sweater he would always wear? So somebody could have on a red sweater today, or you have a favorite sweater that's red. Something about red, the color red. That could actually be somebody's favorite color. Red's your favorite color? Okay, cool. Awesome. Teresa's connecting already. All right, y'all. Let's see what we got here for my Pisces, or any other sign watching this. Y'all know I have other signs in here. I have an extra card for you today, so that's always a bonus. What is the overall energy here for my Pisces? Spirit, what is the overall energy here for Pisces? We got the World in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Let's clarify this World in the reverse. I have the Six of Pentacles. All these reversals, Pisces. The Temperance in the reverse. What's going on? I got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I have the Judgment in the reverse, but I have the King of Pentacles in the upright. So Pisces, something is being revealed. Something is being revealed about you, and it's great. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. Something's being revealed about you, and it's great. It's awesome. Spectacular. It's putting you in this high vibe energy here. Clarify this Nine of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Cups. The Star in the reverse. Love this, love this, love this. There is a particular way of thinking or a particular thought that you're leaving behind. This could be where you have been meditating on your own energy. Some of you are true prayer warriors, like you pray all the time. Kudos to you for doing that. I like to connect through meditation. It, to me, there is nothing as of right now, there's nothing better than meditating for me. I can only do it like 10 to 15 minutes, but it's just something about um being able to connect to spirit and to the universe, to God, you know, just for a moment. It is like, it is so, man, it is awesome. So I love meditating, I love praying, I love anything that's going to help me and the energy around me. I'm for it. Okay, walking in nature. I love going out for my morning walks. I got tongue tied there because I love connecting with nature. I will say this. Let me say this, and I'm gonna continue reading. Like the other day, I think it was Thursday, I believe. I got in my car, and trust me, I've been tested for the past 2 weeks because I have to get, my car has to be, I got to get some repairs done. And that's always a test, right? It's always a test. And it's all about how you show up in that moment. So I didn't panic. I said, okay, I know God and my angels, they got me. I'm so glad I wasn't stranded on the road somewhere. And, so we're going to get it fixed. And so I have two cars. I got into my other car and I decided to go for a walk. And before I got to the park to do my walk, I had a vision of a bunny rabbit. Right? I haven't seen a bunny rabbit probably since the summer, but I had a vision of a bunny rabbit. I'm like, okay, what is this about? And y'all know bunny rabbits are, symbolize good luck, a good omen, new beginnings. There's a whole lot of different meanings behind seeing a bunny rabbit in a vision or in person. So I'm looking at this little bunny rabbit in my vision. I'm like, okay, all right, that's a sign. So when I get to the park and I'm walking, y'all not gonna believe what I saw. Y'all not gonna believe it. I look to the right side, this because the when I go walking, when you go around the track twice, it's a mile. So I'm going around, I'm like halfway through my first lap. And I look to my right, and there's a little pond there. And there was a bunny rabbit nibbling on something. And I'm like, I'm trying to tell y'all. And I was like, oh my goodness. When you're connected like that, you're connected. And it was just so profound to have had a vision before I got there. And then that's already a sign of new beginnings and good luck, right? And then to see the vision become your reality, you see it in person. I said, "Oh, this is for real. Okay, God, I see you. I see what you're doing. You're showing me this. Okay, this is for real." Not that I ever doubted, but I'm bringing this up because this is how you're aligning, Pisces. This is how you're aligning. You are aligning in a way that things are happening for you, not so much of happening to you, but they're happening for you in a way that is profound, in a way that's profound even for you. And I know somebody's like, what do you mean? Things are the same with me. No, they're not. You are not in the same position that you were in 2 years ago. You're not. I'm not talking about, oh, you want a lot of money or you make a lot of money. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about spiritually, mentally, physically. You're not in the same position that you were in a couple of years ago. Some of you recognize that. Others of you are getting to that place. But you are seeing that you're a lot stronger. You're a lot wiser. You're a lot more aware. And these things take time. These things are what has been helping you all along. It seems like to me that story came to mind because just like myself, When I became more in tune and more aware of self, just like in your reading today, I started keeping my energy open to more possibility, right? Most times our mental space keeps us just stuck, right? And I'm reading this book by, I think her name is Gabby Bernstein. I don't know if y'all familiar with her, but her book that I'm reading now, awesome. Awesome. I was just led. What's interesting about that is I was led to read her book. I already I already have an oracle deck of hers that I've had since 2021. It's called the Super Attractor Oracle deck. And that's how I knew I was divinely guided to read her book. And I have been reading it, and I must say, it's awesome. It's awesome. Everything that I've ever thought about or just kind of had in my psyche all along, she brings it out in her book. So if you have a chance to check that out, y'all, check out her name is Gabby Bernstein. She's got a lot. I think she's got like 10 or 11 books, but this one I'm reading is called Self Help. And I have two others by her that I'm going to read. And so in the book, it's right here. Becoming more in tune with your inner self, inner knowing. So Pisces, here you are trusting yourself more, trusting possibility, trusting opportunity. When things are happening around you or things are happening in your life, you're not sitting around looking at it like, oh my gosh, woe, it's me. And this is making you super duper attractive, because when you can take ordinary mishaps or things that happen in life and still have a positive outlook, when most people stress about it, you have already leveled up in your spirituality. Already. And that's what I feel here. This, with that King of Pentacle energy, this is being seen. And I'm not saying you're doing anything to be seen, but you need to know on the outside looking in is seeing, like looking at you like you're a golden butterfly. I don't know, a golden butterfly. I know that sounds, somebody's spirit animal or as an insect is a butterfly. Okay. Um, just think of a golden butterfly. You know, I don't believe any of us have ever seen one. It would be kind of awesome if we did. But this is how you're being viewed, as like a golden butterfly. Like you're turning heads, you're getting the attention of people in the room. And you notice this by the conversations that are being had, the way people involve you in decisions and everything like that. For those that are not quite in tune with themselves, they may reject this. They may reject this energy because they don't really understand it. But here you are standing in your power. And like I said, with the Five of Wands, it has taken you a long time to get here. It has taken you a long time to get here. Ten of Swords and the Seven of Swords, because this is what you've been going through for a minute. You've been going through this betrayal. You've been going through people stabbing you in the back. You've been going through thinking about the past. You've been going through it, going through it, going through it. And maybe the number two, for a while, I see we got 6 lights. I've been thinking about 6 months, or like 6 months has been coming up in my mind a lot. So 6 months ago, something could have just changed your life, or something could be coming that's great in 6 months. But this is what you went through. This is what you experienced. This is what you had to really fight your way out of. And the way that you were able to get past the Seven of Swords and Ten of Swords, people lying on you, people treating you bad, your past mistakes, bad choices, trusting the wrong people. The way that you were able to get past that is you made a decision. You made a decision to trust energy outside of your own with that Ace of Wands. And I feel like this is God. This is you trusting God, higher power, High Priestess in the reverse, and the Five of Cups in the reverse. You learn to trust a power outside of your own. And this is what helped bring you peace. Page of Pentacles. Now, when you started really trusting, the Three of Cups here clarified the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups in reverse. You did have some people that walked away. But let me tell you, these people were not supposed to be with you during this level up. They were not supposed to be there. This was your time to shine. This is your time to shine with the Strength card, Leo energy. All right? This is your time to shine. And those that didn't come along with you, they weren't supposed to. The Chariot in the reverse and the Knight of Wands. You see? Everybody can't go with you. Everybody can't go with you. With the Knight of Wands, some things are just for you. And you're seeing that. I'm hearing smell the roses. I'm seeing like a field. If y'all think about, for those of you, a lot of y'all recognize Little House on the Prairie. I know y'all watch Little House on the Prairie now. Y'all remember when the little girl, when the show was coming on and she tumbles down the little hill? I'm seeing a hill like that. With the little white flowers. I guess there were weeds. I don't know. But it was just so cute when she tumbled down that hill. I just remember that. She had those pigtails. And this could be, Pisces, where you've noticed, like, yes, I have fallen and I got back up. Yes, I have tripped, I've stumbled, I fell. Some of you can attest that you fell flat on your face and you still made it, right? You still made it. And the good part about it is you didn't give up. You persevered with the Two of Cups in the reverse. Even when it seemed like everything was against you, your family, sometimes your friends, sometimes just people that you didn't even know seemed like it was all against you. But really, the divine was at work. The divine was trying to get you to trust. Trying to get you to trust your purpose. Trying to get you to really trust God, to really trust your divine energy, to really trust that it's time for you to level up in your spirituality. And for some of you, it was a struggle for you because it felt so odd to not be in control. But when you realize that all the things that just kept not working out, it was beyond your control anyway. But God had to show you that. The higher power had to show you, no matter how nice you are, no matter how good you are, no matter how forgiving you are, no matter how many times you say you're sorry, this is not going to work. I don't care how many times you call this person, Pisces, or any other sign watching this. I don't care how much you call this person. I don't care how much you do for them, Pisces. They're not going to accept you because where you're going, they can't go, with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. And it took you a long time to get that, Pisces. Four of Wands in reverse, Nine of Wands in reverse. Because with you being such a loving person, knowing that you have a good heart, knowing that you knew in your spirit, like, hey, I can show you love. I can be a good friend to you. I can be a good family member to you. I can be a good lover. I can be a good employee. I could be, Pisces, this was you. I'm not trying to call you out. But this is you saying, I can be whatever you want me to be. Just accept me. That's the kind of energy that you had going on. And it did come off as being like you were coming from a place of lack. Maybe you didn't really love yourself as much as you do now. And for the wrong people, the wrong energy, they were taking that like, hey, Pisces, Nine of Wands in reverse. Pisces is being so nice to me. Let me see how I can use Pisces. Let me see how I can get what I want from Pisces without even having to do any work. Because a lot of people, Pisces, if you're not with your tribe, they will try to use that. Bad energy will corrupt good energy if it's allowed. You have to be super duper solid in your faith and in who you are to be able to still hang out with energy vampires and it doesn't affect you. And I don't advise anybody to try to live in a world where you're like in denial that we don't have bad energy around. No, we have bad energy around all the time. And we have to know what to do with that when we have to be around it. But we also have a choice not to be around it all the time. And so being able to stay solid within yourself, whether you got to go around these people at work or a group setting or family or whomever, and you're still, some of you, it could be an ex that maybe you got children by or something like that. Being able to still keep a high frequency, a high vibe among negative people is awesome. It's awesome. But I love the fact that you have drawn a line in the sand and you're saying, okay, yeah, I have to be around this energy because of X, Y, and Z. But guess what? This is not going to break me because I've been doing so much work on myself that I know with this Queen of Swords in the reverse that I am destined to have better. I'm destined for greatness with the Death card and the Eight of Pentacles. This is that work you've been doing on yourself. We got 8 likes, 8 of Pentacles. The number 8 could be significant. This is the work you've been doing for yourself. This could be you journaling. Some of you have been, if you're an artist, maybe you draw, maybe you sketch. Some of you have been taking this time to really tune into your artistic abilities. Maybe you're a creator. Maybe you like to sew. Maybe you crochet. I mean, it could be anything that you love to do. Maybe you're an interior decorator. Some of you, maybe you like to design clothing. It may be time for you to actually take your designs and make it real. You know, whatever it is that you've been dreaming of, this is that time, Pisces, for you to tap in and really work towards that goal with this Death card here, because there's new energy here. This is a new chapter for you. This is new. All the stuff that you went through has been washed away. You're never going to forget it because it's a part of your story, but this is new. This is an awakening, right? This is God working with you. This is the energy around you working with you to bring about new possibilities. But what's missing is, with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, is you completely surrendering control. Some of you have. For those of you that have, I want you to type in the chat, I have. If you've surrendered control and you're good with how things are going, you're no longer trying to control the narrative. You're no longer trying to control when people go and when they stay. Type, I have. Because not everybody can say that. And it's okay if you're not quite there, right? I feel like sometimes the messages come through the way that they are, so it can help the hearts of the ones that want to be there, but they're not quite there. And it takes work. It takes work, but it can be done. To know that your angels, your spirit guides have your back. And to really know that and trust that. Before you get out of your car to go into an event, sometimes you got to pray. Pray to God, pray to your angels and say, hey, my spirit team, I need you with me. I'm about to go in here. I don't know what I'm going to face, but I need you with me. Please give me the strength to get through this. I'm going to claim it to be an awesome experience, but if by some chance it turns left, please give me the strength to know what to do with the highest and greatest good. And that may be something that you may have to do because not everybody is on that level, right? That's right. That's right. Thank you for your feedback, y'all. Everybody's not on that level. It takes time, like Bianca said, it takes time, it takes work, it takes dedication. But this is a new chapter for you. And I'm not saying this to be morbid when I say this, y'all. But literally, we're talking not physically, but spiritually. A part of you has to die spiritually in order for this new part to be born. And what I mean by that is all the negativity, all the things that were said to you that were not good, you have to basically burn those things away. Like I said, you're never going to forget it. But we have to figure out how to deal with it. And we have to be gentle with ourselves. And the one mistake that a lot of people make is when you may be talking to a friend. Sorry, y'all, my squeaky chair. You may be talking to a friend about your issues. And your friend may say, well, get over it. You need to let that go. You get over it. Okay, cool. You're not the person I need to be talking to. You're not it. All right? And what you can do, Pisces, is everybody that gave you just not so great advice, you can take that and make sure you're delivering better messages. Okay? Hey, Cheryl. So instead of you saying, if somebody's coming to you and they're talking about an issue and they still don't seem like they're over it, instead of you saying, well, you need to get over it, you need to let that go, it is okay to ask that person, like, well, what seems to be the issue? What is it? Why do you feel bad about this? And get to the root of it. Because most times, if you ask the right question, those people can figure out what they need to do just by listening and just by being able to have a sounding board. But what happens is a lot of times mentally, when we're going through hard times, we don't really know how to process those thoughts and those emotions. And it's so good to have somebody to say, well, why does that trouble you? Can you think of a time that you felt like that before? If you had to talk to yourself, if you had to talk to somebody that was going through the same thing that you're going through, what would you tell them? Those questions like that really get the wheels turning with folks. So that could be something, Pisces, moving forward that you're going to do with other people, because guess what? You recognize that that has been working for you. And the more you face whatever you've been through and you heal from it, and you draw a conclusion or you figure out how to deal with it, the better you are. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes people just need to be seen. That's right, Karen. So that's true. They need to feel seen and heard. We got the Three of Pentacles here in the reverse. Let's see. We have that. We have the Five of Swords and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yep. Because Pisces, what you know is that if you can see it, you can achieve it. So if you've been seeing in your vision, or your vision for your life is success, your vision for your life is healing, your vision for your life is making a difference, you can have that and more and more. And the more that you become a blessing to yourself, the more you're going to become a blessing to others. And I feel like that's where you're at right now. King of Swords here and the Knight of Swords. This is what you want to do, like, immediately. Somebody came into this reading because they're tired of feeling bad. They're tired of thinking about their past. They're tired of being stuck. And so you are trying to transmute that energy from the past and bring forth healing, bring forth new beginning. The Ace of Cups and the Lovers in the reverse. Yep. Everything that didn't work, Pisces, really did work out for you. Let me say that again. Everything that didn't work really worked out for you. It's a gift when the wrong things don't work. But we have to be strong enough to let it go. Right? And let me tell you what helps to be able to let it go when it's not good for you. Loving yourself. I promise you, when you start loving yourself and really, really become in love with yourself, you love you some you. On the good days, the bad days, you love you, right? When you become in tune with yourself, you will notice that your tolerance for negativity is very small. It gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And so you will automatically repel anything that goes against your highest frequency the more you love yourself. I'm convinced that we all have allowed low frequency individuals in our life because we didn't love ourselves enough yet. Think about it. Think about where you were 10, 15 years ago. And we're not thinking about the past so you can stay there. We're thinking about the past to prove a point to ourselves, right? The woman or the man that you were 10, 15 years ago is not the same one that's in this live chat tonight, this evening. I promise you. I promise you. If you've been on my channel for a while, you've gotten the guidance. You've even heard my own personal ups and downs. But if you notice, I always bounce back up, because what I know is that it doesn't always rain. It's going to rain in your life sometimes. Everybody gets wet by the rain. But one day that rain is going to dry up and the sun's going to come out. So cry your tears, dry those eyes, and get ready for a new beginning. Allow yourself to cry. I'm never going to say, you know, you need to toughen up and all that, because things hurt. But we don't want to stay in that emotional place to a point where we can't move on and get to what's, good for us, what's best for us. So this is what I love about your energy right now, Pisces. The Page of Cups, Two of Swords in a reverse. I'm hearing the no weapons form. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. That's awesome. So that means that no matter how much negativity is thrown at you, it's not going to win. It's not going to take over your divine purpose. It's not going to take over the divine's plan for your life. If anything, you're going to be showing yourself, the divine, and everybody else around you just how strong you are. The best students have the hardest tests. Right? There's no test without a testimony. That's it, right? There's no testimony without a test. Y'all know what I mean. There is no testimony without a test. Right? And really, there isn't a test without a testimony. Because every test, depending on how you take the test, pass or fail or whatever, you're going to have a testimony towards either result. Whether you win, whether you lose, or if you discovered a new way to play the game, you're going to always have some better insight on the other side of it. Okay? Wow. Is there anything else here for my Pisces? The Ace of Swords in the reverse. The Devil. Whoa. The Seven of Wands in the reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. You got a choice to make. You got a choice to make. X marks the spot. X marks the spot. Okay? You got a choice to make. There's something you're going to have to focus on. Something you're going to have to focus on that's going to require you to make a choice. The Empress in the reverse and the Moon. Yep. Only you can make this choice. And what's on the other side of this choice is a result for you that's going to be very favorable. And this may be the choice to move forward for your greatest and highest good. Now, like I said, the biggest test for you, Pisces, Six of Swords and the King of Wands in reverse, is to let go of past energy. Let go and move forward from past energy. King of Wands in reverse. For a lot of you, this has been what has been keeping you stuck. Because maybe, just maybe, you've been holding on to the past a little bit too long. But on the other side of that choice is some amazing stuff here. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. More self-love, more peace. You look at this card. He's up here. He got the fish. Fish has come out the water, flopping around, playing. Great energy here. The Queen of Wands in the reverse. And the Nine of Cups. Yep. Make the decision, Pisces. Make the decision to choose what's better for you. All right, y'all. Let's take a look at what's going on around you. Wow, that message itself was 30 minutes. Whew. I hope that resonated with you in some way. If it did, please let me know in the comments, y'all. Thank you so much. All right, let's see what we got here for Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? Energy around my Pisces. Let's get one more good shuffle. What's the overall energy here for Pisces? King of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Swords in the reverse. What's at the bottom of the deck? We got the Two of Pentacles. I'm hearing like boss energy here. Why do we have the Queen of Swords and King of Wands in the reverse? The Ten of Cups also in the reverse, and the Nine of Cups. This is about you making a choice, Pisces. It has something to do with energy outside of you. This is why it's coming up in this reading. Give me more on the Two of Pentacles. Give me more on this choice. The Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. Yep. Continue to choose you every day. Okay? You are not responsible for anybody else's happiness. You're not responsible for how people feel about you at this time with the changes you've made. You're not even responsible for people that are still holding things against you from the past. Because if you have forgiven them and you have forgiven yourself, that's on them. All you can do is continue to show up in your highest vibration with the Emperor. You are not responsible for anybody else's feelings, their mishaps, whatever. With the Moon here, Two of Cups in the reverse. Yep. Those that dislike where you are right now, let them continue to dislike that. That has nothing to do with you. It has more to do with them than you. Okay? You're not responsible for anybody else's emotions. Give me more on the energy, this energy outside of Pisces. Give me a little bit more. How will Pisces know who this person is or energy? How will Pisces be able to identify this energy? The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. The Queen of Wands in the reverse. The King of Swords. And the Four of Cups in reverse. You'll be able to recognize this energy, Pisces, because this is a person or people that just didn't have your best interest. They just didn't. They didn't have your best interest. And that could be a lot of people for you. These people are the ones that are going to help you excel the most. All those negative things that were said about who you used to be or what you used to do or you know, just constantly finding criticism. Those things are going to, those comments, those things like that are going to be the things that are really going to set you free, that are really going to put you on a good path. And it is time for you to make a choice to believe that. Because maybe for a long time, you didn't feel that way about yourself. You didn't feel that way. With the King of Pentacles here in the reverse. Yep. You did have people around you, Pisces, that, let's just be honest, didn't want you to get better. The Knight of Wands and the Five of Cups, they wanted you to stay sad. They wanted you to stay confused. They wanted you to still have those bad habits, whatever it was. They wanted you to stay that way because guess what? Then that made them feel comfortable. The Three of Cups is here in the reverse. But keeping somebody comfortable will continue to make you sick if you choose that. the Knight of Cups in the reverse, and the Page of Wands. The people that are uncomfortable with your growth are the ones with the Hangman in the reverse that are not supposed to stick around. They're not supposed to stick around because they are a part of who you used to be. Now with the Ten of Pentacles, you're going towards who you are, or who you're becoming. You're going towards who you're becoming. The Devil in the reverse and the Magician in reverse. Yes, they may want you to stay the same, but it's not meant for you to stay the same. It is meant for you to change. Seven of Wands is in the reverse here. It is meant for you to stay in faith. It is meant for you to move forward. With the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Opportunities are rising for you. No longer letting your limitations keep you stuck, keep you bound. Things from the past, Pisces. Take your lessons with the Four of Pentacles and start anew for yourself. Start anew. The way you walk, the way you talk. Make sure it's coming from a place of high frequency. The Strength in the reverse here. Why do we have the Strength in the reverse? The Nine of Swords. The Page of Pentacles. Owning whatever it is that makes you feel vulnerable. Owning it. Looking at it. Processing it. Coming up with a solution to get better with the Page of Pentacles. And with the Four of Wands. This is what's going to lead you to your happiness here. Owning who you are. Owning what your purpose is. Owning what you're supposed to be doing at this time is what's going to help you to get on your path or stay on your path. Anything else Pisces need to know about energy around them? Ace of Wands here. Okay, why do we have the Ace of Wands? The Two of Swords in the reverse. The Death in the reverse. If somebody tried to, yeah, the Chariot in reverse. If somebody tried to speak bad about your character, Pisces, it didn't work. That could be for a small few of you. Like, it didn't work. It didn't work. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. The Most High had your back. Don't worry about that. It didn't work. With the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Wands. It is meant for this person to learn that their devious ways or whatever it is that, whatever their personality reflects, their character reflects, that's not how you win. With the Eight of Wands. It's meant for them to learn a lesson. So them trying to interrupt your blessing is leading them to learn a lesson. With the Tower in the reverse. Yep. It's not over till God says it's over. Absolutely. Justice in the reverse. So they may have tried to cause a tower moment in your life. It wasn't going to work because it was not divinely guided by God. And I feel like it really didn't work because guess what? You repelled the energy. And the way you repelled the energy is you didn't feed into it. You didn't go towards it. You didn't respond to it. Because things grow. Things have an opportunity to grow the more we respond to it. It's all about how we choose to show up with certain things. And when you don't choose to show up in a way to entertain things, it loses power. The Page of Swords in the reverse. Yep. It loses power. The Lovers and the Five of Swords. Yep. That self-love is going to conquer all for sure. Any advice? The Two of Wands and the Sun. Focus on your happiness. When you make this decision with the Two of Wands, make sure it's something that's really going to feed your greatest and highest good. Okay? Because I do feel like this is a big decision here for you to make. Could be something dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. I got fire. I got air. I got earth as well. Yeah. But I feel like, Pisces, you're going to make the right decision. I do. Yep, Seven of Cups. Look at all these choices. You're going to choose what's best for you. Yep, lovers. You're going to do the right thing. You honor yourself in that way. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Make sure you like this video. Please subscribe. Hit your notification bell so you can be notified when I'm live for other messages, other readings, and lots more. Feel free to leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates. If you are watching this as a live stream, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. Have a beautiful evening, y'all. Stay blessed and safe. Remember that you're worth it always. Take care of yourself, love and light, and we will definitely talk again soon. Take care, everybody. Hope you have a blessed one, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye, y'all.